Hello, today I'm going to show you how I package my art in order to ship it off. I keep my packaging really simple and I keep it as economical as I possibly can because I don't want the supplies of packing and shipping to cut into any profit that I might be making on my art. I don't buy special boxes and that kind of thing. I don't buy pre-made postal boxes or anything like that if I can possibly avoid it. So I'll show you what I do. This has worked with great accuracy and great results for me. The farthest that I've shipped a package is from where I live in Western Canada in Alberta to the UK, and my package arrived in great condition and the art was in perfect condition. So I thoroughly believe in my wrapping process here. Now keep in mind, this is my way, this is not the only way. I'm just making this video to help you out if you're lost and you don't know where to start with wrapping up your art and shipping it off. And as a hint for any Canadians that are out there that are doing art and shipping your packages, I went and purchased, actually it's not even a purchase, it's completely free. I signed up for a small business account with Canada Post and it offers a savings of about 5% on all supplies and certain mailings as well. So where I am at in Alberta, tax is 5%. So basically that membership, which is free to sign up for, all you do is you just get a little membership card just like you would get at the superstore. It saves my tax. So any amount of savings for me is an absolute bonus. So I am going to be shipping these beautiful MDF turtle pieces that I made with MDF and Color Art Moonstones. Aren't they gorgeous? My customer ordered 3, so I'm going to be packaging those up to ship. Now, I did go and buy a huge roll of craft paper. This is heavy duty craft paper. Like it's almost like cardstock. That's how thick it is. And this stuff is pretty tough. So I don't know if you can buy it in smaller rolls or not. And I've had that forever, so I don't even know how much I paid for it. In the interest of time, I pre-cut myself, pre-cut that piece for this. So what I'm going to be using is packaging tape. Of course, this stuff is pretty bulletproof. Some scissors. I have an Exacto knife for my cardboard, and I have 2 pieces of bubble wrap that are cut to size. And I have this, I don't even know what this kind of stuff is called. It's like a packaging foam, like a lightweight foam. I happen to work in a place where this kind of stuff is extraneous, so I sometimes grab a piece of it from work and bring it home. It's they use it actually in a framing shop. So if they wrap their frames, their custom order frames in this stuff, I'm pretty content that I can wrap my custom made art in this stuff. And then I just get cardboard boxes. I do not buy boxes from the postal store. I don't buy pizza boxes. I don't order boxes online. I get big boxes from work, from the superstore, from the market, wherever I can get free cardboard. And I cut it to size with my Exacto knife. So this is already pre-cut, but I'll show you what I did. My turtle is 13 by 11, I believe. And what I did is I cut my piece of cardboard about 1 inch bigger than the measurement of my piece of art here. And I am going to be layering the turtles, stacking them with this lightweight foam in between, and just doing something like that. you know, just to save space. So with cardboard, what you're going to want to do is when you get a package in cardboard, you'll notice that there's an outside and an inside, and one side bends easier than the other. But this is the outside of the box. So this is the outside of my package. So that's going to go face down like that. So that's going to be the outside of my package. And then with my bubble wrap, I'm gonna make a sandwich. This is my package sandwich. My bubble wrap bubbles to the outside, like that. And then I'm going to put my turtle down, like so. Make sure he's centered. And then I'm going to add a piece of this lightweight foam to go in between my turtles. And this stuff's great, it rips really easily. So I'm just gonna cut that to size there. This is going to go in between my turtles just so that they don't bump against each other and create havoc or damage in any way. And then because I have this other little turtle, I'm going to put him in there, and I might just put a wrap around him just so that he's not rubbing against this other turtle. Just like that. My second layer of bubble wrap bubbles on the outside, which is now the top. And my cardboard, this is the outside of the box as it came. It's going on the top or the outside of my package. So this is the outside and this is the outside. The bubbles are on the outside, top and bottom of this package, and this is how I package my sandwich, my art. One more thing that I do use, you can use masking tape. I've got painter's tape here handy. And now what I'm going to do is just tape this together so that it holds its shape, so that when I go to wrap it, it's not moving around on me. So, and like so. Do one more here, just to. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just creating a functional thing for me at this point so that it's easier for me to wrap with the paper. Yeah. So now that's in there pretty good. It's not sliding around because I've taped it quite tightly. If you're worried about what's happening here on the edges, even though my art's nowhere near, not really anywhere near the edge, if you're worried about that, you can take your extra paper, you can use your flyers, use extra newsprint. Anything that's cheap and free that can be recycled is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. If you're worried about things getting bumped, you can always just add extra padding along the edges. But at this point, this has cost me cents to do this, because all I had to do generally was buy my bubble wrap, which is, you know, not that much money, and a little bit of tape. The cardboard was free, and if you know somebody that has this, you know, this lightweight foam, that's, you know, pretty inexpensive probably to buy too. I wouldn't suggest putting bubble wrap in between the two pieces of art, because there's always the concern of the bubble wrap leaving any type of texture on your art. So if anything, I would put you know, a couple of layers of parchment paper or something else in between that art, just to keep it from rubbing up against each other. Okay, so just give me a second and I'm going to wrap this in my craft paper. Okay, so I am back with my paper. I had to go back and repackage everything because I forgot to sign my art. Don't forget to sign your art. So I took everything out, signed the back of the turtles with my name, and wrapped everything back up again. So that's why it looks like it's been wrapped again, because it has been wrapped again. I also included a business card with my client's name on it and a couple of my business cards in there. Did I say business card? I meant thank you card with business cards. And my thank you cards are made with my acrylic skins. I make my own thank you cards, so I will attach a link to that video either in an iCard up above and or in the description below to show you how I make my own thank you cards. So I'm just going to wrap this up like I would with a present. Nothing too technical. It always helps to have a second pair of hands doing this, but I don't have a second pair of hands handy, so I'm just going to struggle along on my own here. Now, this paper is really thick and it's really durable. It's not that fun to work with because it is so thick and durable, but it does the job brilliantly. So I try not to complain about it too much. Oops, I lost my end there. Now, if it's anywhere that I'm going to spend money on, it's probably going to be on my paper and on my tape. If your package is buffered on the inside really nicely, the important thing to me is making sure that the package itself gets to where it's going without disintegrating. So I try to use some really good paper and really good tape. This is definitely where it helps to have a buddy, especially when I don't leave myself enough. I'm just gonna get that on there. I didn't center it very well on my paper. That's okay. Now, when my end is like that, you just reinforce it with some tape here. I usually like to reinforce the folds just to make them nice and covered so that they're not snagging on other packages and they're not going to rip open. So just like that. Now, if you're thinking that looks like heck, there's no way they're going to accept that at the postal office. At least at my postal office, I have, every time I go in, I've asked repeatedly, does my package look okay? And they always say it looks great. Because I'm sure we've all gotten that package that shows up looking like it's been to the moon and back and kicked by every person all along the way. And it still gets to us. There! Looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Now, I don't have return labels. I just write my return address here, and I write my the mailing address here, take it to the post office, and off it goes. And what I usually tell my customers as far as the different prices and the different ways that packages can be shipped, right from the get-go, if people are not, if it's going to be a shipping situation, right from the start, I say I offer different shipping options. If you're going with standard post or just regular delivery, there's no insurance, there's no delivery guarantee, there's no delivery date guarantee, and I do not take responsibility for that if you choose to go regular post. I always try to get them to go priority or express, because then at least I can insure it, and if anything happens, I get reimbursed and I can either refund them or redo the art. None of which has ever happened to me, but insurance is there for a reason. It's there for when you need it, not for when you don't need it. So I try to encourage them to at least register the package, if not register it with insurance. But I always make sure that they're aware that if they don't get insurance, that's on them, not on me. I mean, it's only fair. I mean, it's up to them how they want their package to be shipped. So anyway, I hope this helped. You know, if you're on a tight budget and you want to ship your art without having to buy a whole lot of supplies, boxes especially, this is my standby. I have never shipped any other way. Keep in mind that my packages aren't usually all that big. I think 20 by 20 is probably the biggest I've ever shipped. But for art up to that size, this is my go-to. So I hope it helped. Go check out my video on how I make acrylic skin greeting cards, and hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you think of my shipping process, packaging process, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks. Bye.